day for us. The City Council found some other money.
That's good news because the Urbana police chief had been ordered to cut more than $100,000 out of his budget, even if that meant losing an officer. Good evening. I'm Aaron Bennett.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. $140,000 to be exact. That's how much money the city asked the department to reduce in spending. Cutting a patrol officer was on the table, but not anymore. WCIA 3's Anthony Antoine has one of tonight's top stories for us.
The Urbana Police Department does more with less.
According to the national average, for every 1,000 people, a police department should have roughly 2 officers, which means Urbana should have about 70 officers instead of the 53 currently on the street. The city asked the department to spend less, and with about 85% of the department's budget being personnel, losing a patrol officer was inevitable.
If we reduce the number of police officers, that requires those fewer officers to work more out on the street. A 12-hour shift may become a 16-hour shift. That's very stressful on the family and on the police officer.
But that changed when the city council shifted the cost of social services to the township, and that freed up about $70,000 in the city's budget, enough to pay for a new officer's salary, health care included.
With such limited resources already, just one person makes a difference on the police department. So I'm really happy that the city council went out of their way to try to help us address the problem. At some point, we need to recognize that we're going to need more police officers here, but I also understand the stress that the city is facing.
The chief says it takes about a year before an officer is fully trained and allowed to be out on their own. For that reason, the department is always paying close attention to retirement. With some spots opening up, the department is already interviewing new candidates.